Hi everyone, it's Angela from Prairie Dog Care. This is Ivy. She's probably about 7 or 8 months old now. I'm gonna let her roam around while I do a video. This is the All Living Things multi-level cage, and I noticed there were some people that were curious on bonding or getting prairie dogs hand trained or allow you to carry them away from their cage. My recommendation is that when you first get a prairie dog and you introduce them to a new cage, whether you got them from a hand trainer, a breeder, or a broker, they're going to be a bit nervous at first, and they're not going to want to be away from their cage because this is considered their burrow. This is their safety blanket. This is their cover. Everything that comes at them, as far as like a human goes, we're so much bigger than they are. If they're not used to you and they're new to you, they will see as a threat, a coyote, or something like that, and they will want to kind of hide from you. So the first thing that I did with Ivy was she always went to the top tier. I would set my arm in here like this, and when she got in the bend of my arm, I would pet her, get her used to me. And then when she was comfortable with me doing that, and I would take her out of the cage, I would stand near her cage, and each time I would take a step further and further away from her cage. And when she started to panic, I would bring her back to the cage and put my arm in here like this to let her know that, she's safe, and that way she could calm down a little bit, and it would make it much easier for her to trust me. And you can do this on the bottom or the top, wherever you feel comfortable about putting your arm in. And every time she would panic, I would know that that was her boundary, and I wouldn't go any further. And I would return her back to the cage, and I would talk to her in a calm manner. And I tried to go a little bit further each time, usually about once or twice a week, or at least one time a week. I would literally try to go a little bit further. Now I can go into the den, into a totally different room, and she's completely, calm, and I've had her for maybe a month and a half now. So those are some of the tips and tricks that I used with her. Also, I prairie dog proofed her room, and as you can see, there's cardboard behind me. It's around all the wires and things like that. You can use garage sale signs from Home Depot or Lowe's and just use Gorilla Tape to bond them together and give her like a free play area. It also helps to open the lowest door and put a ramp where she can get out, or he can get out safely and roam around with you in the room, so that she can, or he can, kind of get to know you, crawl on you, sniff on you, and cuddle with you and stuff like that. It also does help because they are food driven, to give them sweet potatoes in moderation as a treat, mealworms, raw oatmeal, things like that. So that also teaches them that you are a friend and not foe. And I also do not recommend, if you're going to pick up your prairie dog, don't do it in a hovering manner, because from what I've learned is that they're used to being snatched from up high, like by a bird, coyote, things of that nature. So they tend to get a little, frightened when you kind of hover over them. I always kneel or make sure that I'm low to the ground with them before I try to scoop them up, and I always scoop. I don't grab. So those are just some quick pointers. I also recommend going to a Facebook prairie dog group, like Prairie Dog and Their Kin is on Facebook. That is a group that I am, and they have helped me by giving me this information, and I'm passing along to you guys. There's some wonderful ladies in there that can help you with all of your prairie dog needs and questions. It can also help, seeing other parents and things, and you can ask questions. So I do recommend that you go into a group so that you can kind of see what other parents are doing. And that group is called Prairie Dog and Their Kin, and it is on Facebook. So it is a closed group, so you will have to request. But I just wanted to do a quick video to kind of show y'all what I did to help get my prairie dog used to me. And it also helps to not change your scent. No lotion, don't change your soap, don't wear perfume, things of that nature. Be as natural as possible, so when they do scent you, the slightest change can kind of trigger them to where they don't know you. So make sure that you try to stay consistent. I do recommend wearing long sleeves at first and socks because they will nibble and chew, and it's their form of grooming. And it's also that they can get a little aggressive during playtime, which is normal. If they do bite you too hard, return them to their cage. Put your back to them and kind of do like this for a few minutes until they retreat to let you know that you're not going to, put up with that behavior. So, also, if you're going to put things in their cage, I also learned this from the Prairie Dog group: no wood. Okay, wood is not good for prairie dogs. Use cardboard, or fabric, or like the cloth toys. You can use dog ropes and put them up by zip ties, like I have here, or put it on a carabiner, which you can get at any sports goods store. They love to chew on these and shred them and stuff like that. So just make sure there's no wood on it, especially dyed wood. It's not good for them. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you'd like to request a video, you're more than welcome to do that as well. And that's all as far as I do. A lot of floor time, as long as the room is prairie dog proof, away from wires and things like that, furniture and stuff like that that they can chew on. Please protect it. And lots of standing by the cage, kneeling by the cage, putting your arm in the cage, petting them while they're in their beds and stuff like that at first. Before you try just grabbing them and taking them out of their cage, at least get them used to hands first and voice and scent before you move on to the next thing. You can also just open the door of the bottom of the enclosure and let them kind of go and come as they please while you're in the room supervising them, so that they can get curious and they can kind of roam at their own comfort level. That's also very important. So I hope this video has helped you guys. And if you'd like to ask me any questions, feel free to do so, or recommend a video that you would like to see. And thank you guys for watching.